Alright guys, we are back with another video and I am here in my finest quarantine gear. And today's video is going to be all about headliner. Basically, I want to give you a quick tutorial on how you can basically use the headliner app for a podcast, for business, or for video snippets. I particularly love to use this app for my podcast. It gives people a little sample of what they're going to be hearing. And then you get a little visual concept to it. So, go ahead and check out this video. I did a quick little thing for y'all. Y'all gonna like it. Check it out. First thing you want to do is go ahead and log in. Now, you can log in through a Google account. I automatically have, as you see, it already popped up. So today's example is I'm going to use one of my episodes of my podcast and show you how you can do it even if you don't have the audio on your desktop. You don't even need to have the audio on your desktop. You could do it just by using the RSS feed, okay? Using the link to the actual podcast. So you go ahead, you see there's many different things you can use, which is why everybody should use this Headliner app. I mean, even if you're just putting like snippets on your Twitter or snippets on Instagram, you need to use this app, all right? First thing first, when I make quick snippets for podcasts, what I do is I go straight to Audiogram Wizard. What you want to do, upload the podcast or upload the audio. It is already on your desktop. If not, you could just hit podcast. Find a podcast you want off of Anchor. I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to copy this, RSS. And this could be anybody's podcast too, because they're going to ask you, how are you associated with this podcast? So you can even do it with other people's podcasts too. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to click that. Yes, I help create and promote it. And you can even do it if you say you're a fan. This is my default podcast, so I'll put yes. So I'm going to do a snippet from my old episode. Now we know that snippets, the minimum snippets online outside of stories is a minute. So what you do is you choose this because you want it to be a minute long, and it tells you the time for each site. Then you find a little part in here. We said a lot of good stuff on this podcast. So this is my start time. This is my end time. Clip duration is going to be 1 minute. I'm going to play it a little bit.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Ray, and I'm 1/3 of the Kisses and Conversations podcast.
You see that pink line? That pink line starts at the middle. It starts at the beginning. So this tells you right here, wherever that pink line is, that's where the podcast is going to start. But this blue is your selecting. So what you have to do is hit this right here.
That's so limiting. I think you do your...
And it goes right to the part that you selected. If this pink line is not here, it will not select that part, and that will not be your snippet. So
yourself a disservice when you only engage with people who.
And I chose a perfect part of this podcast. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next. It literally tells you everything to do. Choose my aspect ratio. So I want to do a square. Now, I could use this. This is from an old podcast. So you want to make sure you delete that stuff. So I'm going to replace my image. Replace the picture, bam. And then just hit the dot. Once you replace it, just hit the dot. I'm going to choose my waveform. I want this to be hot pink. You can make it any color you want. This is how you choose your colors. Even if you know color code, you can put that in there. So what I'm going to do is do red. That might be the only thing. Go over here. You can resize it. And you can make different ones, different thicknesses, whatever. For the sake of this podcast, I'm just going to do it with the circle right here. And you just hit the X. It's no complete, it's no okay. You just hit the X. And I want to go and change this text because this text is from another podcast I did. You don't have to put text on it, but you can. So I'm just going to show you an example of how to put text on it. This is an example. And then you could change the size of it right here. Boldness, italicize, give it a shadow, give it a hue, whatever the case may be. You can even do a progress bar. That'll be at the bottom, and even change the color of that progress bar. And remember, all these elements can always like move. Now, once you do all that, you can either go export video right now because you are dead set, or see, make sure my image is all in here. Yep, that's right. Or if you hit advanced editor, you're going to get confused. So I'm gonna just show you how that look if it let me. Advanced editor basically puts it on all these different layers and different levels. So if you want to go through and kind of look at that, that's the easiest way, but you don't have to. The best thing that you want to do in this is just, you already know what minute that you selected. You already know your image. You already know your waveform. You can just go ahead and hit export, the first choice. If you hit it this way, it's going to show you a whole nother screen. And people might get confused on this, but that's okay. You can download it directly here by clicking this, and it's going to pop out. And it would download, open up, and bam. I'm the type of person who rather teach a person how to actually go out there and get their own stuff, and not do the stuff for them. I just don't like doing that. I love showing people how to do stuff. And designing stuff and putting stuff together like this is just some of the stuff that I like to do on the side. So this type of thing can definitely help you with your podcast, and it can also definitely help you to post those snippets on social media of any type of videos that you might have. So make sure you use this, add a friend, tag a friend, show somebody, listen, don't ask me how to do it. Tell one of your friends this is how they can do it, and whatever. Anyway, I got more videos to record, y'all, because I'm a few days behind. But thanks for watching. This is your girl, Prina, all things no niche.